By the end of the week, you will be able to substitute a number in for a variable and follow the order of operations to solve the problem. So we do parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. So I want to start off with you telling me something that you know or wonder about the order of operations, PEMDAS, plugging in numbers for letters or variables. And you could, there are some sentence starters for you. You could say, I know, we do blank first, with multiplication and division blank, with addition and subtraction you have to blank, or something else. So those are just there to help you get started. All right, so the order of operations, a letter next to a number or letter means multiply. So we do have several different ways to represent multiplication, and I do just want to do a quick review of that. So we have, say, 2 dot A, or with a number there, dot 3. We could just have 2A. We could have AB. We could have 2 parentheses 3. So all of these are just different ways to write multiplication. So we do have our order of operations here. So we always do parentheses first, okay? Looks like I spelled that wrong. All right, parentheses first. So when we do parentheses, whatever is inside those parentheses I do first, and I do have to follow the order of operations inside the parentheses. So say, for example, I had some stuff on the outside, and then on the inside I just had 2 plus 4. Even though it's addition, I would do it first because that's a parentheses. If in the parentheses I have 2 plus 4 times 3, I would do the times 3 first, and then do the addition, and then do anything that's outside of the parentheses. The second step is exponents. So after I've done the parentheses, I do exponents. Finally, next I do multiplication. And division. Now I do those from left to right. So multiplication and division I do left to right. So whatever comes first, that's what I do first. So multiplication is not more important than division. They're equal. They're opposite operations or inverse operations of each other, and they're created equal. Next, I do addition and subtraction. Again, they're created equal, so if subtraction comes first, then I do subtraction. Now, by the time you get to this step in your problem, this should be all that you have left. So there should not be any other math left. You shouldn't have multiplication, you shouldn't have division, you shouldn't have any exponents or parentheses left. So go ahead and make sure you have that in your notes. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an example or a couple examples, and then I'm going to have you work through the rest independently for practice, and then I'm going to give you the answers. If you do have any questions, please be sure to ask me in class. All right, so for the first one here, notice that I have all addition and subtraction. So 7 minus 3 plus 5. So that would be 7 minus 3. I do addition and subtraction left to right. So 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So the answer is 9. All right, let's do one with an exponent. I will do this one down here. So I have a multiplication, a subtraction, and an exponent. I do the exponent first. 2 times 5 minus 9. 2 times 5 is 10 minus 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. All right, now let's choose this one right here. So I'm going to do, when we have parentheses and grouping symbols are considered the same thing. And whenever we have a fraction bar, that is considered a grouping symbol. So we do that part first. So 10 minus 4 is 6. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I have 8 minus 3 times 2 plus 3. Now the next step is multiplication and division. I don't have any exponents. So 8 minus 3 times 2 is 6 plus 3. And now I do addition and subtraction from left to right. So 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. So I want you to go ahead and try the rest of these. Try a few of them without using a calculator, just to practice those order of operations, and then go back and check your work using your calculator. So let me go ahead and bring up the calculator, and let's just do one of them together as an example on the calculator. So I'm going to do this one over here. So 4 squared minus 16 divided by 2 times 3. And that gives me negative 8. That gives me negative 8. Sorry about that. Okay. So go ahead and try the rest of these, and I'm going to give you all the answers. All right, here are all of the answers. If you do happen to find any math errors, please let me know, and I'll be sure to fix that and address that in the classes. I've looked over it, but sometimes we all make minor errors. So as you're going throughout today's lesson, if you do happen to find one, please let me know. And again, you can use your calculator. What I show you here is the order of operations step by step by step, but you do get your calculator. And you'll see here that the answer is in bolded blue. All right, here is the next set of problems. So with these problems, what we're going to do is we are going to plug in the numbers and we are going to solve them. So remember, a number next to a letter means multiply, or a letter next to a letter means multiply. So let's do a couple of these together. So this says y is 5. So we have 3 plus 5, and 3 plus 5 equals 8. All right, let's look at a multiplication one. So I have 4 times y, so that would be 4 times 5, and you can use any type of multiplication symbol you want. I do personally like the parentheses, but you could just use regular multiplication if you want to. 4 times 5 is 20. All right, let's do an exponent one. So let's do this one down here. So 5 squared, I plug in my 5, plus x is 9. So 5 squared is 25, plus 9, that does equal 34. Let's see here. So this one we're going to do 2 times 5 plus 3 times 9. This one will do 2 times 9 times 5. So go ahead and work through these. All right, and then here are the answers. Again, if you have any questions at all, or if you notice any mistakes, please let me know. All right, here's another set of problems. So you'll notice that these are similar, but they're getting slightly more challenging. So let's go ahead and take a look. We'll do number 2 together. So we have 4 times b divided by 2. So 4 times 6 is 24, and then 24 divided by 2 is 12. Let's look at number 5. So we have 2 cubed plus 2 times b, which is 6. So 2 cubed is 8 plus 2 times 6 is 12. So that would be 20. And then let's go ahead and see here. And then I'll do number 8. So 5 times 6. So I plugged in 6 for b, minus a, which is 2, times 4. And we get 30 minus 8. That is 22. And let's look at one in the calculator. All right, so let's do number 7. So we'll do 8 times, well, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put in the fraction bar now. So go ahead and put in division. So we'll do 8 times b, which is 6, and then 2 plus 4. So the answer is 8. So I have 8 times 6, 2 plus 4. So again, you do get the calculator on these, so you do not have to work these out by hand. But just because order of operations comes out in math from now until you're done doing math problems, it is always a good idea to at least have some practice doing them by hand, and then you can check your work using the calculator. Go ahead and practice the rest of these. All right, here are the answers. The answers are in bolded blue. All right, so now here these get a little bit harder, not because the math is harder as far as the number of steps, but because we're going to add in some negative numbers. So let's look at some of the ones that have negative numbers. So I have 3 times negative 1 plus 2 times negative 2. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in my calculator. So I'm going to put in 3 parentheses negative 1 plus 2 parentheses negative 2, and that's going to give me negative 7. Let me make sure I actually put in the right letters there. Okay, so that's going to give me negative 7. Let's look at another one. Let's look at number 7. So 7 times negative 2 minus 3. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. Negative 14 minus 3, remember I do my keep, change, change. Oh wait, that's not a negative number. We don't need to keep, change, change. Well, since we have a negative 14, we will go ahead and keep, change, change. So now I have 2 negatives, and that would be negative 17. And I want you to go ahead and try the rest of these. All right, here are all of the answers. Again, if you find any mistakes on my part, please let me know. Here is the next set of problems. So again, just more with the negatives, and these are getting slightly more challenging than the others. Let's go ahead and take a look at, why don't we go ahead and we'll do number 9. So 3 minus d, which is negative 2, times 5. So even though I have that subtraction sign there, I do have to include the negative because the negative is with the d. So if I put that in my calculator, I'm going to do 3 minus negative 2 times 5, and I get 13. So my answer for this one is 13. Let's look at another one. Let's do number 12. Well, yeah, number 12. So 2 times c is 5 divided by negative 2. So I have 10 divided by negative 2, and that's going to equal negative 5. And then I'll let you go ahead and try the rest of these. Again, you can use your calculator. All right, here are all of the answers. Again, if you do happen to find any mistakes, please let me know. And I'll be sure to get that updated. And I do show you the steps where the numbers are plugged in, and then what you would need to do is you would just need to plug that into your calculator. So once you get to this step here, it's just a matter of getting it into the calculator. Please ask me if you do have any questions. All right, here is your exit ticket problem. And then if you could please tell me what your level of understanding is. Are you a level 1? I really don't get this. I need extra help. Are you a level 2? I think I can do this on my own, but I'm not sure. Are you a level 3? I am confident that I can do this on my own. Or are you a level 4? I definitely can do this. I can also teach others. And then the word for today for you to give me in the chat box, if you're in the live session working on this, is order. Order. You do not need to email this word to me. Order. O-R-D-E-R. Have a great day, everyone.